Hi everyone, welcome back to the new edition of Edition with Addie Adwusi. I'm your host, Addie. I'm a product manager, mathematician, marketer, futurist, artist, creator, all of the above. And I'm back to talk tech, talk career, talk markets, all of that. So let's start off with the markets. So if you're invested in stocks or crypto, this was a good morning for you. I'm recording this at noon Eastern in the US on March 22nd. I woke up this morning and saw green, green, green. Bitcoin is up 10% over the past week. Ethereum's up 18% over the past week. S&P's up 5% over the past 5 days, and the NASDAQ is also up about 7% over the past 5 days. So it's always good to see the markets rebound. People will try to give you reasons why the markets have rebounded. I don't believe in that. The markets do what the markets do, and I'm just along for the ride. So I'm happy to be hitting a high note today, knowing that it could be a completely different situation at the end of the day, but I'm going to think positive here. So great day for the markets. Unfortunately, it's not going to help what's going on in the tech industry right now regarding PIPs and layoffs. So some news, Alibaba mentioned that they were laying off multiple thousands of staff. We all heard about Better.com and their layoffs. Peloton had their layoffs. I had a video on TikTok that was like, it's layoff season, stay ready. And I want to reiterate that message. I was on the Blind app and saw that Snap Inc., the owner of Snapchat, they now have a PIP program. So PIP is Performance Improvement Program or Plan. Before this, it was pretty much only Amazon people were talking about having a PIP. Now Snap has a PIP. What's going on? According to Blind, 10% of their employees must be on PIP. That's a wild number. So as you're interviewing and looking for opportunities, keep in mind what some of these tech companies' policies are regarding performance improvement plans. You may just be on a high level type A perfectionist team and you happen to be the one getting the PIP. So because they have a quota to fill essentially. So be careful with PIP policies at Amazon and Snap. That being said, if you're listening to Edition with Addie Adwusi, I don't think you're going to get pipped, but you never know. So always stay ready. So stay ready. What does that mean? You always have your updated resume. Your LinkedIn is updated and aligns with your updated resume. You have a professional headshot on your LinkedIn. You are posting or at least commenting minimum once a week just to stay visible. When recruiters reach out to you, always reply. That actually helps with the LinkedIn algorithm. Just reply and say, I'm not interested at this time, but thanks for thinking of me. So that's social media. In person, networking. What are you doing? We've been in a pandemic for 2 years, but offices are, if we're returning to the office, we're returning to networking. So I'm actually going to New York this week for a networking event. It is the Afrotech Executive event, and they're focused on women in the C-suite. So I chose that as a networking event for me because 1, I work in tech, 2, I'm a woman, and 3, I want to be in the C-suite. So that is the perfect networking event for me. When people say they don't like networking, it's probably because they're going to networking events that don't align with their goals and interests. So be honest about what you're actually interested in. If you're a software engineer and you're going to, JavaScript meetups and bored out of your mind, maybe you want to be doing something different with your engineering skills. So maybe it would be more exciting for you to go to a YouTube conference and network with people who are creating software engineering content because that's something you're more excited about. Or maybe it's something completely different entirely. So always make sure that you're networking. So there's the official conferences, like the Afrotech one I'm going to this week, but you can always be networking using your phone. Like, when's the last time you talked to your friends from college, high school? Use LinkedIn as a way to see what your peer group, what your connections have been doing. And if anyone's doing anything interesting, feel free to reach out to them. What was the point of collecting all of these numbers over the years if we're never going to use them? Are we waiting for them to call us? So for me, I'm proactive and I just reach out, and I stay connected with people that I, one, actually like, and two, that we can each benefit from being in each other's networks. Okay, I already mentioned cracking the PM interview. So if you're a product manager at Snap or Amazon, if you haven't read this book, definitely read this book. There's always things that we can be doing to improve our career. I joined a career coaching program in January. And I got so much out of it. Obviously, I have a podcast now and a YouTube channel and a TikTok. So, make sure you're keeping yourself out there because things can change at a moment's notice. I'll say this every episode because people in tech get so comfortable. They're like, oh yeah, I work at Facebook. We pay the most and, our stock is great. And then, what happened last fall happens and the stock is down, 70%. Okay, that was your whole identity. That was your whole reality. What now? So for me, I prefer to never be comfortable. Always stay ready to make a move when I need to. And people talk about there being a shortage of tech workers. Yes, that is true, but they're still not going to hire people that aren't qualified for the role. So they're not going to lower their standards for hiring, and they're also not going to take just anybody. So they have a reputation to uphold. So they will happily have a shortage. There's always consulting firms that can fill in the gaps until they find someone who's actually truly the right fit. So make sure that when someone sees your LinkedIn, when they Google you, they have no doubt. All they get is more confidence in you. And this is times 10 when you're going for the executive level. Okay, so that's what's going on in tech. Hopefully I'll have some more positive tech news. Last week it was return to office. This week it's layoff season, but it will turn around. Okay, so what am I geeking out about this week? So it's not crypto, it's Yats. Yats is spelled Y-A-T, and Yats are emoji URLs. So I got the emoji URL iPhone, laptop, +sign, star. And I think I have 3 different variations of that Yat. Why did I get a Yat? So 1, your Yat is yours forever. So if any of you all have your own website or manage domains, you know that every couple years, you get a big bill to GoDaddy or whoever you're using for your website. And so a Yat is permanent and stays forever. 2, if you have a name like me, so Addie's my nickname. My full name is Aderele Adewusi. No one knows how to spell that. Forward links and redirects don't always work consistently, like mine right now. So I want an emoji URL. I think I'm not saying this is going to be the next big thing. It's just a great thing for me. So that's what I'm geeking out about right now. I'm also geeking out about Edition Podcast on TikTok. I am on TikTok. I was so hesitant to, put content on TikTok because I thought it had to be dancing videos or things like that. And I'm not saying I'll never do that, but right now it is the most exciting 10-second clips of the Edition show, the Edition podcast, on TikTok. And because it's TikTok, I can be a little cheekier with the subtitles and the captions. I love that TikTok is so straight and to the point, and it's helped me be more clear, concise, even recording this second episode. And I keep telling everyone this show is going to keep getting better and better and better. So that's the show for today. I will record another show soon. If you're not already subscribed to the Substack, it is editionpod.substack.com. That makes sure that you get every new episode into your email inbox. I will only send you new episodes of Edition. You don't have to worry about anything else. So go and sign up on Substack right now. editionpod.substack.com. The TikTok is at editionpod. The Twitter is at editionpod. YouTube is Edition with Addie Adewusi. And Instagram is Edition with Addie. I will have all this information in the description and the show notes, so don't worry about that. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this edition of Edition. Have a great day.